I've loved working with you. I'm really pumped for the community you're building, the creative offers that you have. It's been wonderful to really work with you to bring some of them to life. So, do you want to give us an introduction on the work that you do, the incredible work?
Yes. So I'm Jess. I'm a body worker in the coast. I am fascinated and in love with touch myself, which is probably why I've been a body worker now for 11 years. Um, and I guess since becoming a mum, I felt really called to share touch, not just in a practitioner one-on-one sense, but really to start sharing it with my community because I really believe that touch is this beautiful language that is just so understated in our community and in our culture. And it has so much potential to bring connection to people's lives. And yeah, I'm just really stoked because I have you kind of supporting me on my journey as well to kind of share it, which, yeah, is exciting and scary at the same time.
And thank you for sharing that. And I feel, when you came into my world, it was like you said, is 11 years of working with thousands of bodies and that intuitiveness. And where I felt you were was sort of pigeonholing yourself as
Mm-hmm.
the massage therapist. And it was all about that, where really there was so much more. When you started to open up and share with me with the different intricacies, the different modalities that you're passionate about, that you take people through with the breath work, with the embodiment, with the postural analysis, with the touch, the elements, the way you read bodies, the way you know how to adjust into nervous system regulation. Like there was so much. It
Yes.
was like we need to breathe this brand. This is a brand that's bigger
Mm-hmm.
than just a massage therapist. And this is what I'm finding with a lot of entrepreneurs is for you is there's so much scope, which is what we've worked on now, which is your different sessions, which is the embodiment sessions, is the immersive sessions where people want a really deep touch transformation and not as I keep saying just, but not just the massage therapist. And then for you to lean into mentorship with other practitioners that want to understand your level of expertise and this experience that you've had. And also now you're taking it into working with couples as well, which I think is
Yeah.
incredible. So, how is that all feeling for you?
It's really feeling like all parts of me are getting to come together. And I say that even in like my bodywork sessions, the whole point of it is so we can integrate all parts of ourselves. So it feels like for me on a personal level, I get to integrate all parts of myself and actually show up now in
Yeah.
the work I do. And yeah, not pigeonhole myself to only just doing body work, but being also able to help like my community and other practitioners, kind of yeah, just share my knowledge of the 11 years and create like fun events that I am excited about as well. And I know other people are excited about because there are no like touch workshops in the coast at the moment.
Yeah. And that's where I think is really interesting is for you is that we've become more spaciousness in your creativeness because
Mm,
you realize that there's so many layers in what you can offer. And even from your sessions, is from being massage, but now into embodiment sessions and like the deeper transformations that you're doing. How are you finding that from a client perspective, like the difference in what they're receiving and you knowing you've got more time to work through things with them?
yeah, look, I feel like it's been so amazing to finally put that out there. And there was always a bit of fear, like doing it differently to what I had done for so long. But the people who are coming now, they're actually walking away, not just feeling like someone has, helped them physically, but they're actually coming away feeling like something in them has shifted.
Mm.
And that's essentially what I've wanted to create. Like, I've wanted to create a place where people aren't just getting their muscles hammered, but really created a space where they can really drop in and, access like parts of themselves that, they might not have looked at before. So I love when I can introduce things like their emotions or their spirit or, um, things that are just outside just a typical remedial massage. And I think a lot of my clients or a lot of people on the coast have, less time these days. So they actually just want a one-stop shop where everything can kind of be looked at once. And so, yeah, it's nice to offer that.
Yeah, and I love that we've weaved that into not only those offers for one-on-one, but also now with your mentorship. Like you've had practitioners such as doulas and other practitioners that have come to you that want that 11 years experience of touch and that intuitiveness and how
Mhm.
you work with bodies to actually support them and nurture them as a mentor. And then simultaneously we've transferred that offering then into couples and how couples can
Mhm.
connect and have intimacy through touch as well and be together. How does that feel and how is that playing out?
It feels really exciting to be able to realize that as a practitioner who's only been doing really remedial massage and body work, that behind what I've learned all these years has actually been a lot of other practices that can actually be all brought together. Um, yeah, I love the element of touch, not just helping a physical body, but also being able to transmit, like a message behind it. And I think that is really the essence of why I'm really called to share it now, because I think we can really isolate the way we look at touch as just massage. And then we lose this whole element of it actually helping bring connection and
Yeah,
helping it like support people and speak to someone else's heart, essentially.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and yeah, so for me, it just feels so fulfilling to be able to do that because I feel it is such a innate thing that humans do. And it kind of wigs me out that you know, we aren't touching more and
Yeah.
we aren't holding people more,
Yeah.
and that we have to be given permission to
Yeah.
um permission to hold or embrace someone. So I feel like it's exciting because I feel we're at a time where we're all kind of feeling a little bit isolated by being on technology so much, and
Mhm.
yeah, we just need more spaces where we're given permission to do it, or spaces to remember that this is in our DNA.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because, it's a knock-on effect to what you're doing now with your leadership as well,
Mm.
particularly with the mentorship and with the couples and what they bring back to their families and what they bring back to their clients. And
Yeah.
even those that are coming in for the one-on-one sessions is like feeling something. Like
Yeah.
you were saying, it's the connection, is like it's actually feeling something. Why should we be so isolated and disconnected
Yeah.
when you're actually invigorating people to feel this connection and feel good and feel connected to others? And I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing because it's that bigger vision for you to have this connection that's rolling out through other people and using your wisdom and your past experiences and every way that a human has reacted to your touch and what's worked and what hasn't worked. And when you do that consistently for 11 years with thousands of bodies, like that is why you're meant to lead in this space, which is why I've loved you coming into my world and going, yeah, this is amazing. Like we can create so much, and
Mm,
it's being able to open your mind to that, and really
yeah.
lean into that. So for those that are watching who are perhaps interested in working with a mentor or is thinking about someone helping them to do this, to help them with their offers, to help them with their marketing, to call in people, what would you say to them? What's worked for you and how you found working with me?
I mean, I've already told so many people that they need to do your your sessions. I feel like you've been able to help me really hone in on, the areas that maybe I thought were just, you know, pretty average, whereas you've been able to see actually, no, that's a skill and that's something that people actually want to learn. I guess when you've just been doing the same thing for so long, you don't realize how much knowledge you have in certain areas. And, you know, yeah, I think with your guidance, I've been able to see that, actually less is more. And I don't have to offer everything all together, and I don't have to offer everything all at once. And I really love your ability to see what needs to come first, and how to organize all the ideas as well, because I still have so many more that I want to bring. So yeah, I feel like for a creative mind as well, you've been able to really see it and kind of bring it in a strategic sense of how that is going to kind of flourish.
Mm.
So yeah, I've really valued that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And that's it. We need human mirrors that can see our potential and see the gaps and see the direction, for us to actually move and flow
Mhm.
and for you to expand. And as we said straight away when we first started working together, it was like an identity shift for you. It was almost you had been pigeonholed, which I hear all the time, and you do follow the same path for such a long time. And it takes that human energy that believes in you and can see that can go, no, like look where we can move.
Mm,
And then it's like, wow, well, if I can do that, now I can do this. And there's so many other opportunities, right? It just starts to flow.
yeah. And I really also wanted to add that um, I love that you have really allowed me to like hone in into the things that really matter to me and hone in, like not put on a face, but essentially go for the things that really move me and encourage me to do that, because I think from that space, we are actually like working from our spirit,
Yeah,
essentially.
100%.
And we're being guided because we're being guided to serve people out there. And I think just over the last week as well, just those little tweaks and those little bits of advice that you've offered have brought in just the right people. And that's what
Yeah.
I've seen as well. Like
Mm.
since working with you, it's been, yeah, I've just been getting the most aligned clients, who really,
I love
yeah,
it.
see my work for what I want it to be, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I love hearing that. And that's what it's all about. We want to be around the right people that energize us and be doing
Hmm.
work that we love because it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
It's like life and work, it's just one big integration, which I
Mhm.
know you love that word integration because it's about the body, but it really is. When you're doing work that you love, and I know that you love dance, and that's our next project we're working on. It's like when and I'm like, well, let's go for that.
Yeah.
Because if you love that, you've got to listen to that. So
Yes.
for me, it's about not giving frameworks that's about someone else or a general framework. It's
Yeah.
about what do you love doing? And
Yeah.
what do you love bringing to the world that really lights
Mhm.
you up? Because then people feel it. People
That's it.
feel it in your content, which they clearly are. People
Mhm.
see that you're passionate about it. They know what you really want to help them with and the
Mhm.
transformations you want to help them with, be it the couples that want more intimacy and connection, be it the practitioners that want more depth and knowledge and wisdom in the way that they support their clients, or be it with your one-to-ones with people that want to come in that don't just want the muscles released, that want the deeper understanding of their own nervous system and their own
Yeah.
vessel. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's incredible. Your brand excites me so much. I feel there's so much expansion and we've just
Mhm.
touched the sides. So
Yeah.
for anyone who's watching, and I love it because anyone who's watched this, it's been a longer video, but you know what? They're the people we want. We don't want
Yeah.
people that want the quick hits, right?
Yeah.
So anyone that's been watching this, Jess has some amazing sessions which she runs from her home in Bennsville, and she's building and she's released her mentorship that's gone out as well. So watch out
Mhm.
for, so if you're a practitioner that's looking for that deeper understanding. And then the couples workshop you have coming up when?
August 2nd. We're running it in Avoca with Flavia at the Nest. I think we've only got a couple of spots left. Spaces are limited as well. So, yeah, very
Great.
excited
Very,
for that too.
very exciting. Awesome. Well, Jess, thank you for jumping on this live. Really appreciate you being so
And,
open and sharing your journey as well. I think it'll be super interesting for a lot of people to hear and inspire them as well to really go for it and to lean into what they love. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Jess,
No,
and
thank
I'll speak to you
you,
soon.
Maggie.